Yo, what up? Good morning, GMGF. Oh, yeah, Tuesday, October 22nd, 2024. Look at that. Another beautiful day to have a beautiful day. I got my co-hosts in the house, Tyler, Mando, Ovi, GM. How you guys doing today? Good morning.
GM guys, good to be back.
Doing well, guys. How are you?
Hell yeah, good to have you back, Ovi. I wasn't there the last time or two times you hosted the show. Oh, last time was Blast. Yeah, I wasn't there in the Blast TGE, and you were on with the boys. So good to have you here. Love the stash.
Thank you.
I'm halfway there. So yesterday, Lox and I both decided that we're gonna copy trade you. So basically, yesterday I shaved 3 millimeters everywhere, and I didn't shave my mustache, so it has already this thing. And then I'm gonna go to a barber and give it a try. I may give it a try. I'm edging right now, Ovi. What do you think?
You definitely should. Yeah, it's a cool look. I think. I mean, say so myself, but
I mean, I think it's great. I was thinking going to barber, gonna get a nice clean shave, leaving the mustache going, feeling that baby skin for the first time since I was 16 years old. But I'm worried too because I go live every morning, on the record, on video. So, I can't fuck it up. You know what I mean? So, maybe it isn't the AI that can tell me what I'll look like without it. I don't know. Mando, what's up? Mando's got a shirt on. It's a big day.
Busy, man. So busy at the moment.
Where are you at right now? You don't look like you're home.
No, I'm in London.
Ooh, London. I can't believe I missed you in Portugal, dude. I come to Portugal once a year, and you're not there. Shame.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Looks like we're actually moving there for real this time. Tyler, what's up? Good morning. How you doing?
I'll see it when I I'll believe
you
it when
believe
I see
it when you see it. All right. Well, let me tell you something. The homies are definitely hooking me up with the lawyers and everything right now. I got to reach out to you for that. But
I might have to join you guys. I think I'm maybe done with the UK, London and the UK.
I saw your recent tweets. Looks like I saw that big rant. It looks like you're fully done with the UK. What's going on?
I'm just sick of so many things. This is not going to be a UK ranting show because I would spend way too long doing it. But I think I'm finally going to be on the move. I would say before the end of the year. Let's see.
Yeah,
TBD.
I mean, you should. On my end, Locke's got the go from his wifey and the kids, so he's good. And we're good, and Ilan as well. So looks like we may move there. Hearing that Ev wants to move out, hearing that Sims could make the trip out a lot. So we just I don't want to front run announcement stuff, but we have some stuff cooking in Portugal. So it looks like we're definitely setting ourselves up for that move out in Lisboa. Tyler, good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. Just gorgeous weather here in Chicago, and we're in the shakeout. I think we're in the final shakeout before the breakout. So I'm getting hyped for that.
Well, let's see. I mean, every dip keeps getting bought out. I'm sure we'll talk about it. So today on the show, today, market report as usual, macro, all that good stuff. Definitely want to chat some markets with Ovi. Haven't had him in a minute. See what your thoughts are. Saw some tweets of yours recently, so definitely want to dig into them. Tyler's top 1,000. Let's see what Tyler's got in store for us. We've got all things Rekt. So Ovi's, obviously we're going to chat some market stuff with Ovi and his thoughts right now, but we're definitely going to get into all things Rekt. I mean, damn, Rekt coin tweeted this morning, a little cigarette, couple lines on that. Saw that, saw that Raul Pal Banana Zone, art piece, Rekt coin is, I'm seeing a bunch of stuff there. Seeing the Rekt drinks. I saw one of my team members actually received the Rekt drink today, by the mail. I think it was Ev. Love to see that. We're seeing a lot of Rekt on our timeline right now, so definitely want to talk about that. And then last but not least, we'll have a Robit giveaway. I don't know if y'all saw the first one since the punk, so that's some very big shoes to fill for me because I wasn't there for that one. But we've got Sproto Gremlins in there. We've got Miladies. We've got Project Aeon. We put an RLD in there. The last RLD at 2 ETH, and then they jumped to 15 ETH. And then some punks as usual. And then last but not least, this show is powered by Galaxis with seamless built-in monetization tools. Galaxis enables the development of sustainable long-term communities, fulfilling Bitcoin's vision of decentralized freedom and independence from centralized control. Mando with the shirt on. Tell us more about this market.
Who is the man, macro daddy of the land? Can you dig it?
Yeah, it feels terrible, but it actually really isn't, right? Like, zoom out a little bit. It feels like we're in a decent spot still. Bitcoin's still hanging out above 67K. You have Solana been outperforming for the last few sessions. That's at 168 right now.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's kind of even up on the day, actually, I think over the last 24 hours at least. So it's kind of interesting. ETH underperforming. Again, I think it's the highest ever close for Sol ETH. Happened yesterday, I think.
Oh, really?
So yeah, that keeps on going. In terms of what's hot in activity, I mean the meme coins just feel so like they're no longer left curve. That's like what everyone's doing at the moment. It does feel as though the focus is shifting or continuing to shift away from cults and into just like AI, various different things. It feels like there was that sell-off briefly in GOAT, which is now kind of fully reversed, and a few of the other AI meme coins around there are doing okay. I think Act is the other one, which is like one of the first coins.
Whoa.
Oh, yes.
Is that
I got a call. Apologies.
and all the Myriad coins are kind of losing a little bit of focus. I think just a lot of stuff is happening in AI and AI agents over the last month, and it's really picked up in the last week or so. So a bunch of different that intersection between AI and crypto seems to be happening. I think with the reasoning with the ChatGPT, where it is OI or whichever it's called, the reasoning one, you've now got a bunch of these sort of bots which are able to do a lot more, it feels like. And you're able to give them like tasks. So that's kind of how Truth Terminal, I think, has come about. Like this sort of machine learning broad task that they're given. And that's being applied to various different things in crypto. And I think crypto, I put it out today as a tweet, but just that because it's just like it's much easier for AI to interact with than other forms of currency. They're able to do like economic things basically. So we're starting to see that sort of intersection take off, and I'm seeing a lot more of that sort of being talked about on the timeline.
Yeah, looks like we got a big open on the burgers market, Mando, because as soon as like 9:30 hit around that time, we had a little dip before that, the show, and then just like all the dailies turned green for now. Of course, we'll see. So I don't know what it is. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the inflows have been insane, right? Like I think we saw new highs. What was it? I saw some news about this, but BlackRock and how much Bitcoin they bought like yesterday and they like in the past couple of days. It's just been insane, right?
The inflows continue to be very, very strong.
Yeah.
No, they're just not hot. They're not letting up. It just feels as though Bitcoin is increasingly becoming one of the most consensus trades now. Well, not even consensus. Like it's starting to pick up as a trade that people are looking at into the election.
Yeah, it's looking good. I mean, the election is wow. We're so what is it? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks today, I think.
Wow, 2 weeks today. Wow, we're almost there. Shit is starting to get hot over there. So we'll see. We're at Bitcoin's currently sitting at 67.4, 65-ish. Sol 168. Ethereum's at about 2,200. I'm just kidding, but wouldn't be a surprise. Wouldn't surprise anyone here. Yeah, that took everybody a second here, so you can tell that it wouldn't surprise anyone. It looks like the top gainers, actually top gainers from Popcat. That thing is just ripping nonstop, which is actually wild. So some of the memes aren't doing it, but you're right. The Myriad memes not great, but we'll leave that up to Tyler. I'm sure he's gonna do his daily Myriad memes update. Ovi, curious. I mean, how's your trading been lately? And what do you think of the market overall here as we head into the elections? I saw you do a poll, I think, recently asking people if they're flat, selling, or risk, putting more risk before the elections. Like, how do you feel about the market in general here in Q4?
Yeah, look, my thought was always that we would rally. I'm gonna stop there. It's kind of funny for dramatic effect. But my thought was we're always gonna we're always gonna rally into elections, and so I bought a lot of risk at the beginning of September because I was like, it's a 50-50 chance if Trump wins or loses, and it's a very positive EV bet to take. Obviously, since the beginning of September, we've rallied a lot. So my plan was always to like buy then, sell a little bit before elections, and just because the capital gains taxes are probably going to increase in the UK after the end of this month as well. So the end of this month was my plan to basically just like take some risk off. But obviously Trump odds have risen quite substantially since then. And I do think if he wins, we will see like a big rally in crypto. Whether that's like the moment you're meant to sell or not, I'm still not sure. I think it probably is. But it still feels like even at these levels, and plus you've had the whole Myriad thing as well, which I think has really injected some new life into meme coins and actually made like, my worry about meme coins before was that just like there's new shit every week and just the old stuff couldn't really rally. Whereas Myriad's thesis has at least enabled a core set of coins to rally on their own merits despite increasing supply every single day. So based on all that, I'm kind of inclined to just fucking YOLO into elections and see what happens. And the problem is, I think most people are doing that. So if he loses, then we'll probably see this big wick down, which I think actually does get bought up anyway. But yeah, I just think if we get a Trump win, you should really expect to see crypto higher on day one. Then we maybe see some consolidation, and then I think we progress higher towards and through the end of this year. And yeah, I don't know, like I'm in two minds because I was like, I should sell, stick to the plan and take some profits. But we could be staring at like a big, maybe not quite generational, but a big meaningful opportunity for the next few months to come. And I just don't want to miss out on that. I think like at this stage, I'd rather round trip than miss out on it. I think like I'm mentally prepared for a round trip, but
mentally prepared for round trip.
I'm not mentally prepared to miss out on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking good. When you say that you put some risk on, like what are you obviously like? I mean, what do you
Mog? Like I just bought. I'd taken profits on Mog earlier this year, and then I just bought Mog. It's the only time this year I've managed to actually buy something at the lows, but I bought it at like a 300.
You bought it here?
Yeah, right there, basically. I just put a bunch of money into that, and I guess it's been a good one. Obviously, there's been other coins that have returned higher amounts, and there's been tons of 100x's and stuff out there that I haven't just really been involved in. But my thought was like, I don't have a lot of time to be in the trenches and trade stuff right now, just because I've been focused on the Rekt stuff. So I just wanted a coin that I felt was proven over time, that had been through multiple drawdowns, and that had a strong, sustainable community, and where I could put in like a large amount without feeling like I'm going to get rugged. And so that's the one I picked.
All right, love to see that. It definitely feels like this time to be a little more risk on, but we'll see what we get. I mean, Tyler, I saw you share that tweet from Bob Lucas, which I kind of want to bring it up here. Actually, curious your thoughts, all of you, on what's on what you make of that. Bob Lucas saying, push up, shake out, breakout, BTC. The consolidation is coming to an end late December max, but likely much sooner. Tyler, what do you think here? Are you gonna wait for that 62K Kaleo, or are you gonna go in earlier? Because I saw Cold Blood Schiller post a tweet regarding that, saying that everybody's gonna wait for 62, 63, gonna get sidelined, and then they're gonna buy it above 70. So what do you think here?
Yeah, who knows if we get it? I don't go levered long very often, but if we got there, I think I would be looking hard at maybe levering up on Bitcoin a bit at 62-ish. Are we really going to see another 10% from there? I mean, of course, anything's possible. But I don't know. Bitcoin looks good. It's printing the higher lows, higher highs. It really feels like we're finally here. I think Mando's been saying it for months, right? It's, chop solid into the election, and then we move up, and now we're there. 2 weeks away. So
Love that.
A strong outlook here.
Love that. There you go. We inspired Ovi to send a tweet out. My plan was to take some profits now ahead of elections, but I'm going to let it ride. I'm mentally prepared to round trip. I'm not mentally prepared to miss out on a big move higher. Mando, what do you think of this? How are you? I mean, you're pretty well positioned, but you were talking about Tao a lot. This whole AI stuff, I mean, it's happening. Does that flow back? Actually, question for you, because you talk about potential a lot on the show. and being positioned in there. Do you think all this AI memes and this narrative flows back to Tau?
I don't like a lot of the AI coins that have come out of this recent move. Like, I don't, apart from like memes, like GOAT, I don't know if I'm like, oh my God, this is such a good meme. Tau actually feels like slightly different. What I think is that you are starting to see a lot more AI agents, which is actually different to what Tau does as well. Like Tau is not about that. It's about improving the training data for LLMs and machine learning models. It's actually quite different. What I think you'll see now is just like imagine an AI bot that does payments for you. You know, like at Rug Radio, you could be like, hey, can you send it to these all these people at this time each month? Like, can you build a schedule for us? Or you could have one and you say to it, hey, could you trade meme coins for me? Could you trade could you trade the top 20 coins right now based on technical indicators that you've researched? I think we're going to start to see bots like this. You're starting to see it already with like content, but I think you're now going to start seeing them being able to just like do economic activities a lot more. That I'm not too sure if it's a LARP or not, but what you've already started to see with this fund coin, I don't know if you saw this over the last 24 hours, but did you see this, Farokh?
No, what is it?
It's
I haven't
called
been
Just go to Solana and filter by volume. It's the #1 volume coin
And on Dex Screener? Wait.
on Dex Solana. Yeah.
Terminal of Fun is now just trading meme coins. It's unclear whether it's like just a LARP or not, but I think we'll start to see this sort of stuff. Basically,
my
is what I'm
volume,
saying. I think you'll start to see AI agents which are able to just do things for you. Anything that you've been doing on chain, I think that you like now that you have these reasoning level LLMs, I think they're able to do a lot of this stuff. And I think we're already just type in AI agents into Google or type it into X right now. It is exploding. The amount of stuff that people are now trying to do with this stuff. I think there was something out, which is that from Kaito, you know, that sentiment says AI agents on CT are ramping up. Wait until they're behind most on-chain activity too. I kind of agree with this sentiment. I think we're now just going to start to see loads of different sort of tools built with like there's just tons.
This is crazy. Look at that. Here's a list of everything that happened in AI agents this week. Whoa.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
This is broader tech, but you're now starting to see them in crypto a lot more because AI agents, you know, they can't really have their own bank account, and they can't really have like they may be able to work alongside some of the Swift payment rails if you give them like a Revolut account or a.
I have those.
Yeah, look at this.
I own it. I have those. I have those.
Wow.
I have 3 of those. Hold on. How much are these worth now? I top ticked it, and then they went down like 80%. You're telling me they're back?
They're back a bit.
Nice.
Guys forever.
Nice.
If you've got AI agents as a buzzword in your description, you're probably up.
Yeah, I mean, because you did it way back, right? But Tyler, speaking of which, you've been tweeting about this stuff a lot. What's this thing?
So this is Virtual's protocol. It's on Base, and this is where it's a marketplace where you can trade AI agents. You can create AI agents if you're tech savvy, and then have people buy them off of you. And then if you're just a speculator, you can, you know, buy and trade them. And they've got tokens tied to them. So this Luna is the primary AI agent. Like you can interact if you go to Luna, like you can go to its page, and there's like a video chat bot that you can interact with. It's the leader. It's up 300%, over 47 million. Pretty much everything on the board up somewhere between 2 and 30x. It does start to like kind of raise the question of like the bubble and mania, because I agree. Like there will be marketplaces for AI agents. There's a good chance like a lot of savvy people will be using them if they're not already. They're not going to be paying. Like, I don't know if they're all worth $1 million.
Yeah, this is the stuff that I wouldn't. But I just think that you're going to see everyone have this sort of thing. Like, we're going to see a progression of what we just saw with. You're starting to see some like AI bots on the centralized exchanges. So like if on Bybit's experimenting with them a lot, like you can give them certain tasks. I think Binance has been exploring a few of these things as well. Like you can say, hey, do this for me. I think you're going to start to see on-chain versions of that.
Yeah, we're actually talking about implementing AI agents into Myriad since last week, so it was interesting.
Right.
I've met a few people.
It's exploded in the
I
last
think
month.
Elon and Lux, obviously, they're the one on top of our product and tech, so it's not really me. So I don't know much more about this, but I know that we had a conversation in Portugal about this and how you can use them within the prediction market when we go live and everything in terms of like the public version. So it's definitely like talk of the moment. We'll see how people like use them, include them, but again, I'd be worried buying every single AI AI meme coin out there.
I don't think they're meme coins. Yeah, like
Yeah, I
the
don't
meme coin
think-
aspect of it is a little bit, and I think that even the terminal of fun coin, right? It's the terminal of fun coin. I think is getting a percentage of the gains of the terminal of fun. Like that's the value proposition. That's not gonna last.
The story at least is interesting. I can tell it real quick. So Terminal of Fun is an AI agent that trades pump fund coins. And it was having a lot of success last night. It was publicly trading them, and then people were tailing its plays. So of course the tokens were doing well, and the AI agent was very profitable. I think it made like 700 SOL in a few hours last night. And then the creator, I think, changed the mechanism where when it's making profits, it's going to start buying and burning the fund token. So folks like that, but it pumped to 10 million overnight. It's down a bit. I think, questions of how sustainable that model is, but cool idea. And I think the key is they're just accelerating. like more and more of these are coming out every single day, and it's becoming a lot to keep up with.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a fact.
It's definitely a lot. So I guess we'll see where that takes us. Market wise, let's see where we go. Let's play a little like guessing game here. Where do you guys think we find the next dips bottom? Where do you guys think we're going this time? Kaleo is calling 62. I think some people are saying 60. I think Persian traders are going 64, 65. Mando, what do you think? When do we resume up only here?
I just feel like that's the wrong question to ask. Like genuinely, I feel like if you're really sitting there waiting for 67K to 64 or 63 or 62K,
I know, right?
like you're just asking the wrong question. I feel like a lot of these people have maybe missed it, and you're like waiting for the perfect time to get in. Like we're gonna go high. Like I think we're gonna be in and around. We're gonna touch all-time highs or around all-time highs around the election, and then I think we're gonna break out afterwards. So, like,
2 weeks away, 14 days till the US elections. Like it's not a question for me of, it's like, man, it's like not about whether we go down to 65 or 62. Like there's really no doubt in my mind that we're in between now and the next 14 days where we are higher than where we are now, if not at all-time high prior to elections.
Love it. Totally agree with that. So anyways, it's right here. It's right now. It's very soon. Looks like these poly market odds, man, are starting to really be crazy compared to actually, Tyler, question, Nate Silver, where's he at right now? Because that's what you've been comparing it to.
I was just looking at it. He's at 53.47. So
for
Trump.
Oh,
so Trump pulled ahead. Yes, but still a coin flip. And he keeps pointing to this like lack of like it's all coming back to the polling data and what can you trust in 2024. A lot of models are building assumptions for how polls ended up being with respect to the actual results in 2016 and 2020. Super small sample sizes for this. I think my point being,
so close.
I don't. It feels too far. I think poly market's gone too far. Trump. Like I don't think he's.
Hold on. You're trying to tell me that I didn't reverse the odds?
I feel like it's closer than that. Like vibes and Twitter might tell you it's like that, but I think the data tells a slightly different story.
I reversed the odds. What do you mean?
It's all looking down to Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is a literal coin flip. Pennsylvania is 50-50.
Dude, this is wild though. 63.7, 36.2. Like from a trading perspective, like I could dabble into some Harris right now if I was trading. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not an
like you could see this going up a bit.
It's never been like this. Like you look back on all the previous elections, it's always been really tight. This is definitely one pulling it. Weirdly, actually, at one stage, I think Hillary was quite ahead of Trump right before the election. Or like when the first results came in on the election, I remember that. But this is like him pulling ahead. I do think he's played a blinder in the last couple of weeks. Like, I think he's done that speech or that event that he did in New York, I think went down very well.
It was a funny ass speech, by the way. I watched that.
And I think the McDonald's thing has gone down well. Like, he definitely, I see what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, he's like grabbing the attention, I think, in quite a good way. But I think it's probably, I don't know, man. Part of me thinks that, yeah, like maybe this just continues to go higher. Twitter is not the best place to get your information, I don't think.
Of course not. No. And he's definitely going on quarter two. Actually, I saw a tweet from John Shahidi this morning saying, JD Vance on Full Send podcast, Trump on Theo Vaughn, Cal speaks to Trump rally, Trump on Full Send, Trump on Undertaker podcast, a day with Trump on Nellboy's channel, JD Vance on Theo Vaughn. Then it looks like they had like another one I saw in the reply. Yeah, Theo was on Vance. Then you had like, they're really playing that game, it seems. And the McDonald's thing on Kamala's 60th birthday, I think. That was it. And then that like comical skit the other day, which was honestly, actually, if Trump doesn't win this elections, he should go into like comedy, like stand-up comedy, because he's so funny. Dude. I'd like to spend a Thanksgiving dinner with this guy. This guy is pure comedy. Anyways, right? I was just like, he just cracks me up. Anyways, listen, let's go to Tyler's Top 100 and let's chat all things Rekt with Ovi, because I know a lot of people are excited to see what he's got going up.
For daily NFT and crypto analysis, Tyler D on FOMO hour calls the kid can't miss.
Ready to bash some bears. Yeah, I'll give us a quick rundown. So one of the top stories, Magic Eden founder Jack Liu, he shared their vision for Magic Eden becoming a one-stop shop for all digital assets, not just NFTs. This comes after they finally flipped OpenSea in users over the last year for the first time ever in their history. So big milestone for Magic Eden. In other macro headlines, Ripple's founder Chris Larson donated $10 million in XRP to the Kamala Harris campaign, going against most of Crypto X consensus. We saw the Minneapolis Fed president share some negative sentiment towards crypto in a town hall in Wisconsin yesterday, saying it's almost never used outside of illicit activities. So he's got some bad information there. Then we saw Chainlink partner with some financial giants like Swift and Franklin Templeton to automate and standardize corporate actions data. In protocol and token news, Pump Fund sold 40,000 SOL on Monday. It brought their total revenue to 969,000 SOL, 152 million. So they are raking in the revenue. They've sold about 80 million of that, about 50% of the SOL they've brought in. So a lot of sell pressure there. AVAX shared metrics from Off the Grid's reach, spanning 79 million transactions across nearly 8 million on-chain wallets. So big reach from Off the Grid. And then Avalanche also introduced the Avalanche card, allowing users to spend against their USDC, AVAX holdings, and more. Scroll announced just 7% of its Scroll token supply will be distributed in its first airdrop, with 570,000 wallets eligible. Some disappointment there. We talked about the virtual protocol AI agent Luna. She launched Sentient Mode 2.0 to help pump the token to $40 million. Ape Chain's first top trader tournament ended yesterday. It's in the books. Top prize of $20,000. 12,008 now daily tournaments running over there. In memes and NFTs, Mando covered AI memes dominating volume, led by Fun, Goat, Slop, and Gnon. Most meme leaders were red on the day. The Myriad index is red. Popcat, though, popping this morning back over 40. Janet and Fun were top movers on the day. Flog hit 250 million. Goat back at 450 million. So still some big positive stories out there. In NFTs, Bored Apes and Mutants received shadow tokens of their NFTs on Ape Chain. So now Bored Ape holders will have their own counterpart over on Ape Chain, but it is soulbound, not tradable. And then Pudgy Penguins teased another major new retail partner following Walmart and Target. So that will be a story to watch. And that is the rundown.
All right. I love that. Quickly, Tyler, this Pump Fund numbers, guys. This is absolutely insane. What they've made $200 million in revenue, right? Was that what it is?
Pretty much. Yeah. And they've sold about half of it. And I think we all have questions. So like it clearly peaked, in July, right? And then like a pretty big dip into August. I think I was kind of skeptical if it would come back, or if it would come back anytime soon. I did not expect it to come back this fast and then go to new all-time highs. I mean, they're doing 10,000 SOL per day in fees.
Golly. That's crazy.
And it's just going up.
That's just crazy. It's insane.
It raises the question, like, how long is that sustainable?
I mean, curious to see how this shakes out. Like, I guess it depends on the elections and stuff, but someone's going to come after them, right? Like, you've created a platform where people can launch coins. Like, it just feels like if you have this current regulatory environment, it's going to be a bit dicey.
I think there's two sides to this, though. I think looking at their revenues, how much Sol do you think has been now locked up in burnt LP pools of all the different
question.
coins that have been launched on Pump Fund?
Is
I
there
reckon
a
it's
Dune
much-
for that?
I reckon it's more than 200 million.
So let's find out. Like, is
I
there?
actually think Pump Fund is interestingly like it puts a lot of coins in burnt LP pools, which no one can ever touch again, right?
So it looks like there's been about 2.6 million coins.
So I'm trying to find out. So 2.6 million coins, 67K to graduate. So how many of them graduated though?
Yeah, I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Like some of them have gone up and down. Like remember, like Sol goes into the pool, so I don't think it's basically as bad as OpenSea, for example. Like in this way, you actually get quite a lot of Sol locked up, and which will never be touched again. So I think net it's a much smaller figure, and it may even be positive.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Like everybody's saying, hey, they're taking all this Sol off and selling it into cash, but at the same time, what people are not talking about is that they are locking up so much Sol because of how much LP is being burnt from people participating in the pump funds. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't think it's like praise to Pump Fund.
No, it's.
What I'm
I
saying
mean, they're
is
good
net-
business
net
models.
back.
Hey, dude,
Yeah.
they could. I don't have a
Net
business
back.
doing 200 million a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Net
you know,
activity is basically that Sol is being a lot of Sol is being locked up in these LPs.
is Solana ultrasound money?
Yeah, it might be. I don't know if this is like a net burn impact on Solana, given how much is going into the LPs.
I wonder if anyone
Like,
has
what's
the key.
I don't know how big's the LP on what are the biggest Pump Fund coins? Like
I mean, the biggest pump phone coin is Mitchie right now, right? Or
Right, so what's the LP on that?
Flog, I think, right? Yeah.
Flog.
Sorry, it's fine.
So the Flog LP
How do you see again? It's
is 6 million.
Oh
and
no,
all
no,
of
it's
that's
goat.
burnt.
It's
Oh, I
goat.
forgot Goat was
And Mitchie's above Flog. What the
Wow.
fuck?
Mitchie's above Flog.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Look at this. Man,
is that because
Mitchie's
is that because it was on the Myriad list? There's a
Oh, no,
Myriad
it's
sent another
not.
list
I'm
today.
sorry. I don't know why Pump Fund has
No,
it
it's not.
second.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, so all of these have like
Mitchie's
have
169.
3 to 4 million of locked up. And for a lot of these coins, they were much higher at one stage, right?
I mean, let's see how much it's got. Like Goat has 7 mil locked up. Frog has 6
you
mil.
have to halve it, right? Because half of that is the native coin.
6, 12, and 7. Between them, like 20 something plus divided by half. So that between them, they have like 10, 12 million locked up. That's just 3 tokens.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I think it's a lot.
Interesting. Yeah, that is a good point. Tyler, what else? What were some of the big ones?
Yeah, I mean everything in the AI world in meme coins was the top story. I think we've hit that pretty hard. The Magic Eden news was interesting. Once they have, I think anyone who's been following the space knows they had flipped OpenSea.
Yeah.
On like the 1 month and 3 month. Now they've done it on the 1 year. They're also the top volume decks on the past 6 months ahead of Blur. Number 2 there. So they're winning in volume. And then yesterday, Jack Liu, their CEO and co-founder, came out and kind of shared their vision for the near future. I think a few interesting takeaways. They're leaning into user experience, going mobile native. They want all assets, all chains within their one Magic Eden app. So they're going to have support for 10 chains by the end of this year. And again, looking to expand beyond just NFTs to all types of tokens. They're going to start running community feedback sessions to get more feedback on the product and ensure transparency. And then they also committed for the Magic Eden Founders tokens, whenever that token launches, to have those locked up for at least 18 months. So I think a positive update, not like earth-shattering news on any of those fronts, but I mean, for upcoming airdrops that most folks in our audience and the broader CT that may have a shot to have participated in and might be getting some tokens, it's Magic Eden. That ME token is one of the bigger airdrops on everyone's radar. And it looks like maybe those diamonds might be more valuable than folks thought a few months back.
Yeah,
If they wanted to follow.
you're right. There's a lot coming up. I mean, you got Pump Fund token as well. I think that there's some Twitter Spaces leak, not leak, but like a recording that went out You have Magic Eden. You have a few of them coming up. There's a lot of TGs, dude. In Q4, in Q1, like that. It's like 100. There's like 100 plus TGs on the way.
So where would a Pump Fund token trade? Like 1x annual revenue? Do you think it trades at like 200 million?
I think higher. What do we think?
Most of the casino tokens trade around there,
What do you
right?
think? What do you think?
I think it's higher just because every DGen will be like, I've got to own Pump.Fund. So the multiple is just going to be a stupid multiple, I think. Like, in my opinion, it'd be north of $1 billion. Just because everyone's going to, just because, like,
it's probably also going to be called the Pump token.
It's a good ticker.
Yeah. Ticker Pump has to go to like.
Are they launching a token? Do they launch a token? Like,
I think they
don't need to. I mean, they're making shit ton of money already. Why increase their regulatory risk?
They confirmed that, no, Tyler?
They said it on Spaces. They said it again on Spaces this weekend. So some of the major, media companies went with it. I interviewed Alan like 5 months ago, and he said that was in the works. So they've been talking about this for a long time.
I talked to him about him coming on the show. He was trying to get like a voice changer thingy going on. So I think now they're over the voice changing shit. So I'll message him. Let's get him on the show. Let's ask him one token face to face. Mando, what do you think Pump Fund would open at?
I mean, they've made 200 million in 6 months or 9 months. It could have a very high valuation.
Yeah.
Depends what they do with it, right? It really depends. Do they make that the equity, or do they not? Like, I really don't see why they need the token. Like, I really don't.
Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens on that from it. Anyways, that's a good roundup. Love to see that. Just quickly before we get to over here, rafflebot.xyz. We're back. We're back with the bots. Rafflebot.xyz. Shout out DJ and Ty for building this. The code today is Rekt. So just go there and you put in Rekt is the code rafflebot.xyz. And we'll talk about that. We added a couple rules to that. We'll talk about it later. But anyways, I know a lot of you are waiting for this. Let's talk about Ovi. Let's talk about with Ovi about all things Rekt.
Daily Market Report. Brought to you by Rug Radio. Joseph, what's the word?
Ovi. Oh, yeah.
Yo.
I just had to play the jingle. Didn't want to play it too early. Played it now because people were asking for it. Ovi, I mean, dude, you're all over my timeline. Between Rekt Brands, Rekt Drinks, Rekt Coin, your Red Bull Racing collaboration, which by the way is sick. I mean, how you been, dude? You're like all over the place. Seems like you're cooking.
Yeah, just been really busy. Like, I've been so busy, I've barely even looked at prices. Like today, before coming on the show, I was like, fuck, I don't even know where Bitcoin and Ether are. I don't even know like what my bags are doing. It's been one of those environments. I haven't really felt like this since we launched Rekt Guy like 2 years ago or something like that, where just really been in like less in like degen trenches mode and more in just like I hate the term founder and builder mode, but essentially that's the truth. That's what we've been doing the last few weeks and months, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, I love it. I mean, founder mode is the best mode, and absolutely love to see that. So, Ovi, why don't you? You've been teasing. You've been teasing a lot. I saw there's a critical meeting on Friday. Saw that everybody was super hyped about it. I mean, every time there's an announcement for Rekt, the Rug Radio team chat goes lively, and we get that's how I find out. Burn Ev, between all of them, I get to see everything. But what's all that about? When launch? Well, what's going on here?
Yeah, look, we are going to be launching a lot of shit in the next few weeks, starting with our drinks launch, which will go on for sale very, very soon. And we're just going to have a very important critical meeting that will be called with Rekt Guy holders in our Discord who need to be briefed on their role and their part in everything that we're about to do. So I just felt like, we don't, I know you guys, for example, do a lot of town halls, and other projects do have very high touch mechanisms in terms of speaking with the community and all that kind of stuff. And we don't really do that, like we've really been building behind closed doors for the last 12 months. And my only interaction with the community is from the stuff we chat about in the Discord, which is usually just like memes and banter. And sometimes I put random shit in my art, like messages and stuff, and that's really it. Like I haven't addressed our community on anything that we've been building or doing in a direct fashion yet. So yeah, I just felt like, hey, we want to have this big meeting before we launch everything, and I just want every Rekt guy and everyone who's been part of this community for the last 2-3 years, or even new people who've come on, to get that feeling in their balls, get the same feeling in their balls that I have. So the main plan is to really just get people that feeling in their balls from this meeting. That's the main plan.
I love that. Balls definitely tingling here. You love to see that. I mean, all your holders are shareholders, right? So it's important for them to, it's almost like a board, like a shareholder meeting you're having in the.
Yeah. It's not an official shareholder meeting, but it's definitely everyone. I'd like to think everyone who is going to be part of that meeting is going to have a stake in everything that we're doing. So
love that. Love that. So Rekt drinks are finally launching. They're great. I saw a lot of people receive them already in the last few years. Or today was it? You guys have been doing a really successful farming campaign. I saw that. You're fucking cooking on that front. I love it.
I mean, it took off more than we expected it to, and we had some like load issues the last 2 or 3 weeks, which are now fixed. But yeah, we have about 150,000 users on it, and
Whoa.
yeah, so we have quite a lot. So obviously there's going to be some bots and stuff, and we'll be doing the work to filter them out. But even despite that, we have pretty large amount of DAUs. So yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be bigger than we think it is, and perhaps bigger than what other people think. But it's been a low key, like pretty aggressive farming thing that's been happening over the last few weeks, and there's a lot of people signed up who are very active on it. Obviously our entire community, but we've onboarded other communities. We gave bonus points to Rug Radio, Jirasan, Pudgy Penguins, Red Bull Philosophy Pass, like lots of other communities, meme coins as well, all the big meme coins. So I'd like to think, and I hope we've captured a nice slice of what I deem to be like the most valuable part of CT and the NFT space. And yeah, people have been pretty active farming in large numbers. So we'll see what that translates to, I guess.
That is impressive, dude. 150,000 people. I like the way you guys have been approaching this GTM. So it's been really cool. So do you get are you gonna get drank points, or like on Rekt rewards for purchasing drinks? Like, is that how it's gonna work? Like, what, you just buy the drink and like you get points for doing that?
Yeah, exactly. So right now you get drank points for doing all the various social quests we have, and if you create content, you get drank points as well. But you're going to get a lot of drank points for purchasing drinks. So when we launch them, we'll tell you how many drank points per purchase, etc. And you're just going to be able to purchase them straight from our website, rektdrinks.com, or the rewards.rektdrinks.com portal as well. And yeah, with all your purchases, you automatically will be able to get drank points straight into your account. So yeah, every purchase of Rekt drinks will give you drank points.
Worldwide? Like you can buy worldwide the Rekt drink?
Yeah, so you're going to be able to buy worldwide. The shipping rates will be more favorable for like the UK, Europe, US, and hopefully Canada, but we will hopefully ship worldwide. It just might be a bit more on the expensive side for Asia because we just don't have those rails yet in place.
Yeah, no, of course. Speaking of which, what the fuck is a drank point?
It's above my pay grade. That's the official line.
Oh, come on, Mando, help me out here. Help me out, brother. You're muted.
You're hopefully going to find out very soon.
Tyler, what do you think it is? What do we think? You and I can speculate. These guys can't. You and I can speculate.
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to blow some people away. I think that's.
I love that someone brought the Pepsi points. Are we going to be able to win like a fighter jet if we collect enough points? Have you seen that? Yes. That documentary? It's so iconic. You should check it out, Obi. I think you're really going to like that documentary. Is Tabs going to give us a face reveal on the launch?
Tabs face reveal? I don't know. I mean, I met Tabs for the first time earlier this year, and I think getting a true face reveal will be very tough. But if anyone wants to head over to the Guadalajara region in Mexico, you may have a chance of spotting him in his native
true story.
In his native city. Yeah.
True story. And then So, what's the big picture play here for Rekt Drinks? I mean, I know, obviously I get to chat with you guys a lot. Love what you guys are doing since day one. But like for the people that don't get to talk to you all the time, Movie, like what's your big picture vision here with the Rekt Drinks? I feel like this is kind of like, I hate comparisons, but for people to understand, I feel like this is your Pudgy Toys moment, right? When they go into Walmart, etc. What's the big picture play? And how does like that the drinks tie to everything that you're building?
Yeah, look, the big picture play is 12 months ago, we felt like Rekt had a really strong community, had a really strong brand, and we just weren't really doing anything with it. It was just a PFP project. We just had this great Discord and great community. So I thought was like, how do we convert what we've done and what we've created and what we've built into something that's got a chance to really excel and really achieve its full potential. So, okay, let's just make a real life product, because at the end of the day, with 8,000 NFTs, we can't really like get more people into the brand, right? Like it's what a Rekt guy costs $2,000 to buy, whatever it is. Like not everyone's going to be able to buy that and be part of that community. So we thought, let's just make a real thing. Let's try and make a product where we can market and get the brand out there in as many places as possible. So we thought about maybe like clothing, but everyone has different tastes and stuff. And then we thought, hey, let's just make a drink, because the Rekt guy is like drinking a drink anyway. But it's something that we can like mass produce very cheaply and just get into so many different events very easily. And it's not like we're a drinks company that is a Web3 brand. We're a Web3 brand that has a drink. That's the way I view it. And the drink for us is just going to be a massive like marketing and branding exercise where we can just try and get them in as many places as possible. And look, we've just manufactured 250,000 drinks between the UK, Europe, and the US. So it's pretty like, there's a lot of drinks out there. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking drinks.
Holy shit, 200,000?
250,000, yeah.
250,000?
Yeah, half, actually about 60% in Europe and 40% in the US. So my thought is, look, if we can sell out all these drinks, then that's 250,000 places the Rekt brand is going to be in across the world globally, right? Which I think is a much more, infinitely more powerful thing than just what we do on Twitter or Discord and whatnot. So that's the main aim. And, I think a great example of someone who's done this really well is Luca and Pudgy Penguins. And look at the footprint they have now, not only in Web3, but also in the traditional world. And I think you just need to have some sort of like IRL product that people can see, touch, feel, and in this case, actually taste as well.
I love it.
To really get an idea of the brand. So that's the whole plan. That's the idea we had 12 months ago, more than 12 months ago. And we've been working really hard to get this over the line, and we're very, very, very close. We're almost there now.
Dude, this is so exciting. So exciting. I meant it my DJs fucking 3 years ago. The vibes, I can remember the comics with the DJs, and all that. So I, been there, done that since the very, very first day. And I know a lot of your community has. So this is super exciting, dude. I cannot wait. Quickly though, and then we'll get to the giveaways here and spin. Dude, nothing to do with all this. How was the Red Bull collab? This is so freaking sick. I mean, you gotta call it Red Bull Racing, dude. So cool.
Yeah, it's been a really cool experience. Like I think when I started doing the art stuff about 3 years ago, I was just like making stuff for fun and shit that came to my head, putting on canvas, and
yeah,
it was cool when someone bought a piece and that thing was very special. But I never really envisaged doing any of this brand work with such big brands. And I think through Dunked Cookie at Uncaged, we got introduced to Red Bull Racing, and they've done a few drops already, obviously with Snowfro, Jack Butcher, Martin Grasser, etc. So they reached out to me to see if I was interested. I'm a huge sports fan, as you guys know. Like I just love all sports, and they couldn't really say no. So that was just an amazing. It's a really cool opportunity for me as an artist, but also for all the stuff we're doing with Rekt to partner with such a big brand. And this is like also the other reason why I've been so busy, because we've been trying to do all the Rekt drink stuff, all the stuff with the farming, and on top of that, I've been working on this Red Bull drop at the same time. So I've really just been like maxed out in terms of time. So it's been a really great experience. And I'm looking forward to doing the drop. Like I haven't done a big drop, like NFT drop like this in a long time. So a little bit nervous because I know the NFT market has been up and down and is not the strongest it has been, but I'm hopeful that
it's doing good.
Yeah, art's doing good. I'm hopeful that people like what we have here, and look, we have this main drop, which is a collection of 222. But then we have this airdrops drop to Velocity Pass holders, which I've also spent a lot of time on. And it's like it's a proper drop. It's not just like an addition that we're airdropping, and that's going to be for free for their community. So I'm hopeful that will do well as well.
Yeah, I mean, love that. Listen, I need you to keep speaking because Sol is at 170. So I don't know. I know your stuff is not, you guys, not Solana per se, but it is working. So this is working. So I need you to keep going because you're pumping the markets right now. Aside from Ethereum, everything is pumped right now but ETH. So I need you to keep going. But anyways, dude, congratulations over on everything.
Appreciate it.
Love to see that. Of course, please come back more. Talk about it. I think people love it. And congratulations. Many times. Can't wait for Drank points and all that stuff to come. Love the art lately. Whatever you're alluding to, it's going to be interesting. And absolutely can't wait to order my own. So make sure you order them, everyone, as soon as it's up. But anyways, why don't we get into the robot spin right now? Because I actually have a call with Uncaged in 3 minutes. So I actually got a call with Adam in 3 minutes now. So I gotta get going if I want to get cooking. So all right. So new rules for everybody to know. If a team member of Dastan in general, so Rug Radio, Decrypt, Lucky Trader, Myriad, that is now, wins, they will automatically have to split the win 50-50 with another winner. Love the precedent that Sims set last time. If a employee team member of Dastan wins for a second time, barred. They can only have it once. Let's say Sims was to win again. He can't even split 50-50. He already got his chance. Third thing, if you win, DGentai added a new thing. Thank you, DGentai. There's a 4-week freeze on your account. So if you win, you can't win again for 4 weeks. Just because people complain about repeated winners, but personally speaking, I don't give a shit. Chopkins deserves the punk. He deserves a red guy. He's been listening since day one. And also, we don't really have to do this. And I know some people get mad at things, and I know I'm going off the rails here saying that, but like we don't have to do these giveaways, right? Robit sponsors our show. Robit offers to do 4 spin a week with us. And this is for the people. So, at this stage, we've made it as fair as possible. We've iterated, reiterated. I'm really proud of us so far for giving away over $1 million. So we've crossed the $1 million mark, and it's fucking awesome. So yeah, those are new ground rules. Love to see that. Sims, let's see who wins. Let's get it. Only good vibes. I love the energy. See, only good vibes. Fellow frog. Love to see that. Only good vibes. Please come on the stage. You are the winner today. And I don't think you won before. Only good vibes with the Plague PFP. There he is. All right. Only good vibes. What up, fam?
How's it going, my guys? How are you?
Dude. Well, we are very
I'm working
good
right now, but fuck it. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Well, look, we've requested from Razor to Robit to whitelist Proto Gremlins and Aeons. So we've got 5 Aeons in there, 5 Protos, 5 Miladies, an RLD, obviously a bunch of red guys, and 3 punks. Only good vibes. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's spin, baby. Oh, you win a red guy. Congratulations. What a great day to win a red guy. Only good vibes was $1,500. Something tells me they should keep that red guy. So congratulations on the good vibes for winning a red guy.
Awesome, guys. Thank you.
All right. Have a good one. I wait now before announcing it's a red guy because that's not what happened last show when the content was changed for the punk, which was absolutely insane. But anyways, all right, y'all. With that, big shout out to Ovi, big shout out to Red Guy, Rekt Brands, Rekt everything that's happening. Thank you for coming today. With that, we'll see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the episode of FOMO Hour on Rug Radio. Let's go.